So this feature is going to be pretty straightforward and pretty much a quick one. We have Mr. Marcus versus Mr. Ninja 4 up here. Now, I want to say that this is Salamangreat versus Eldlich. And a few people have been asking, they're like, hey, like, what does Eldlich actually do? Like, how does this deck, outpace the current metagame? Well, I think that this is going to be a good example of what you're going to see pretty much in the future for Salad, because Salad's been on the back burner for a good chunk of this format already. I know not players haven't even got a chance to play this format right now because it's been all online. So what does that tell you about this deck actually getting power crept? So Mr. Marcus wins the RPS here, and we're going to see which one of these duelists ends up starting us off here. Mr. Mark is opening up the power of Skill Drain, the Mighty Black Elixir, and the Scarlet Sanguine, along with the Skill Drain and the Interruption on the Conquistador. So, the biggest thing about this deck is just Witchcrafter 2.0, but actually good. The cards recur, and it's that snowball advantage that once you start going, it goes. So we're going to get to summon our 2800 wall, and we're going to just start unloading our interruptions here. The power of the mighty one-of is quite a wondrous thing, and they wonder why we don't have this at 3 here. Our opponent has Double Jack Jaguar, Sign Up Mining, the Will. Alright, so we're going to start off with the normal summon of the Jack Jaguar here, and we're going to watch our opponent attempt to, well, start trying to play the game here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab the Balinix. We're going to hard activate the Salamangreat Sanctuary here, and you should be expecting an immediate blowout here in a second. We're going to go ahead and reincarnate the Balinix, and we're going to Sign Up Mining at this point. I don't know if this was the real appropriate order, but you do have to play around back row here. So we're going to grab this Gazelle at this point, and we're going to let our opponent just kind of do his thing here. Alright, so we get Mr. Gazelle, which is going to get Skill Drain. We don't want our opponent getting any recursion or any dumping paralysis. Now, our opponent just scoops. See? That is super easy, alright? Just clapping those cheeks, we're moving on along here. Now, I know that this isn't much of a good showcase of Eldlich, but Salad cannot play through the Conquistador, and then following on into the next turn through the Interruption, you're going to have the Eldelix special summoning another copy of the Golden Lord, plus you're going to be putting a rank 10 on the field. If not, you're going to put 5k damage on the board, bring your opponent through Gustav. It wasn't a good situation either way around. Now, seeing as what he drew there, he would have been able to get some decent plays. He would have been able to at least set up one trap card to, interrupt his opponent, but unfortunately, we didn't actually see Skill Drain. Very powerful card here. And you guys wonder why Eldlich does so good in the OCG. And this also brings up a good point. Summon Limit's a good sub for the other two Skill Drains if you're looking to play something similar to the OCG. A lot of the TCG builds are doing some crazy cool things. I've definitely been seeing and hearing talk about a Mayakashi variant with this as well. But we'll talk about that another day. Show us some love in the video if you guys want to have a discussion on that. So, Mr. Marcus 1-0 right now. And you see the tech choice down here from Mr. Marcus. He's actually playing Raiden, Hand of the Lightsworn. Now, there's been talk about players wanting to do this. It allows you to put the spells and traps into the graveyard without triggering them effectively, and it gives you a chance to load up and abuse them. Because once you hit the end phase, you're good to go. You see our opponent has opened up one anti card for this deck, which is DD Crow, to carry away our sad golden boy. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to Sign Up Mining. We're going to discard our Falco, which is fine. And as you see down here, the second anti-Salamangreat card has arrived. Salad is in such a good position earlier in the deck's life, and all of a sudden this poor deck is just getting beaten out. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to start things off with the Gazelle. hey, it's a deck thin. It gets our trap in the graveyard, so our opponent can make an attempt to do something. So we're going to drop the beautiful Roar. When Sala gets power crept, it's a good time. So Falco on up, and then hello, friend. All right, so Buffalo, gonna go ahead and link on out here, so we can get our draw power going. Something that we definitely need here. We actually didn't dead draw the Sanctuary this time. That feels good. But hey, discarding for the draw too. Look, we got to Phantasme. I'm actually surprised he left in the Phantasmes in this deck. The biggest link play that this deck actually makes is with Vampire Sucker. So on Resolution of the Desires here, we have an Asher Blossom, we have Phantasme, we have the DD Crow. So we're live with 3 hand traps, and we've been through 4 summons so far. At this point, we're going to hold the Nibiru down here for as long as we can. There's no point in just free smashing it down. Alright, so we have the Sunlight Wolf coming on down here. We're going to activate the Salamangreat Sanctuary. We're going to go ahead and reincarnate our friend here to make an attempt to probably get our beautiful good card back in a second. Outside of that, like, this doesn't... Oh. Alright, down comes the Nibiru. Hello, friend. Alright, so we've actually just smashed in this guy's whole play now. Thanks, Nibiru. That feels good. Yikers. Alright, so we now have a Nibiru token. I don't know what we're supposed to do with this. In the whole 18-0 that this thing was, because we're doing it on Sunlight Wolf. We're going to go ahead and... Look, my opponent has the extender. We're going to activate Will of the Salamangreat. It's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Hey, look, we get back the old Falco, and we're just going to pass on an 1800 and a 1200. I mean, we have 3 hand traps. That's definitely okay. We got a 3k body here on the field. It's pretty good. We also get to start things off with literally just slamming the X-Strav on the table and looking at our opponent and going, sorry. So X-Strav coming down. We're going to get a free draw 2 on this, which is going to get ashed. That's okay. It's okay. We're cool with this. It's always okay. Our opponent isn't good enough to have any other follow-ups to this because, like we said, Mr. Phantasme is dead. The best they've got is the DD Crow, but, I mean, we're not even worried about that, honestly. Do we use the Golden Lord to carry away one of these, or do we just go straight battle phase? Or do we normal summon the Raiden and make an attempt to mill here? Alright, so we're going down the darker of paths here. I'm going to go ahead. We're actually summon the Raiden. Alright. Remember, these do trigger on end phase, by the way. That is relevant. Well, some of them trigger on end phase, some of them trigger during an activation window. Sanguine being one of those. So we actually milled off a Nibiru and an Ash. What's value? We didn't get any of that. Well, right now our opponent's probably getting their trap back, which is, alright, I'm cool with this. We're going to battle phase attack over the Falco, sure. And then we get to smash the Nibiru over the token for a hot 1200. Yep, they get their trap back. It's cool by me. Smash Rock Boy. Alright. So now we actually get another mill on this, and we get a set 2 off of this. This is so good. Like, actually. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to Golden Lord it up. We're going to discard our Eldlich, and we're going to kill the Will of the Salamangreat. Being able to destroy any card is pretty good. So we can just set our interruption, and then we have at least the Eldlich resolving here on the end phase. Alright, so down goes the Pirates. We're going to eat off the Pirates to summon out our big boy, which is going to get DD Crowed anyway. So end phase, we get the Eldlich, and we get another of the little Pirates. Arg. So we actually have the Eldlich on standby, and we actually have a set off of the good card. Alright, so we're going to banish the Pirates here, which is going to get us the Eldlich, which will get us a special summon on the opponent's turn. So we can actually set up the broken card here. Hello, Golden Land Forever. So we have a special and a negate, and we're sitting on 3k and 1700. Alright, let's watch our opponent try to break this. So stand by, we get our Eldlich guy, And then he's going to Cosmic our Golden Land. Sure. That's absolutely fine by us. He's going to Foxy into nothing. Big Whiffaroo. Oh, man. That stinks. I don't even know what you do at this point. Like, he needed something to be able to resolve there. Like an extender or something. Yep, he just scoops. Wow. The Golden Lord. 2 O's. Solid. What do you guys think? Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.